Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Masi Dube. Welcome to Finance Unfiltered. Today we have a guest, a fashion entrepreneur and an artist manager. She's called Flowers. Give it up for her.
Yay!
Aya, karibu sana. Here is your camera. You can introduce yourself.
Damn. Hi, my name is Jofita Maua. The very famous name is Maua, since everybody knows that one. I as she said, a fashion entrepreneur. I am an artist manager, and what she didn't tell you, and I don't think she knows, is I'm also a podcaster.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Wow. What's the name of your podcast?
My podcast is called Culture Shock.
Okay.
It's on Spotify because
Okay.
I was centered towards audio
Okay.
more than video. I have really avoided my face being on podcasts.
Oh, wow.
But I'm trying my best this year. Yeah. So nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you, Maua. Okay, you fashion entrepreneur and an artist manager. Which one came first?
I was first a fashion entrepreneur.
Okay.
It came when I was in campus.
Okay.
Back then during COVID. Like I was how do I say it? Maybe personally I have a knack for fashion.
Okay. Yeah, as you can see, guys.
Anyway, I have a knack for fashion. It came when I was like a kid, and it started like a joke because I used to take my aunts to thrift, and they'd be like, "How come you have no sense of fashion?" And there's something that my aunt kept on saying. She was like, "You should know what you like your type of fashion, like before somebody comes and like imprints it on you."
Yeah.
So I started thrifting. It became such a fun thing to do. It would get my head off of stuff. And eventually I realized that when I was in campus, everybody was like, "You're always looking good." It's like, sometimes I'm not even trying. And then after I styled someone for a pageant in Miss Star and Miss UON. And I think it was nice. That was like the first time I actually thought like, damn, I can do this thing. I can actually be a stylist. Yeah. So it started like a hobby. I was doing it for friends.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't really... I don't know how we got here, by the way. Sijui. But it started like a hobby, and it started because I like fashion, and my family is full of women. So, yeah.
Okay, and what about artist manager?
Well, again, friends.
Okay.
So I happen to manage a lot of projects. On top of me being a fashion enthusiast and the things that you said, I've been everywhere in the industry. When I say the industry, I mean this digital space. Yeah. It started like a joke. Again, with friends. We used to go for gigs, and I was like, you know what, I want to do more. So I went into the administrative part, and I started with a place called Muringa by a company called Ari Records. And during that time, I was doing, mostly it was just admin work, checking whether things are fine, managing projects, managing events. So it started like, oh, you know what? Because I was really trying to run away from 8 to 5.
Okay.
I'm a teacher. I have a degree, but I said nah. So I decided to go the other way, and it was wishy-washy. So I was touching on anything I could touch on, and having to be in the admin sector of the entertainment industry, I was like, then let me try and manage a couple of projects. If I can handle projects, then there's nothing I can't handle. So I did a couple of events. At that time, I was doing it also just to try and get my groove in the situation. Me and her were just vibing it. The owner is like a chick. So we're just like girls doing girl stuff. It was also post-COVID. We didn't know what we were doing. Everybody didn't know what they were doing, to be honest. So we were just trying to touch base and see what we could do. And then after that, I realized maybe I can actually do this, because I was really good with the artists. I was very good with making sure they were dressed, they were okay. Remember, I'm still a stylist. So they're dressed, they're on time, they're okay, their makeup is set, they have water on set. It's just the basics. And then eventually I got roped into it immediately because my sister graduated from... Is it really graduating? That's not even graduating. My sister finished high school, and then she was like, she went to the studio. So backtrack, I left Array, I went into Quiver. Quiver is like a full-fledged studio with plays. You can do plays, you can call producers, you can call singers, you can anything you want, actors, So she went there, and then she saw decks, and she was very, very impressed. Like I could see she actually did want it. And then hanging out with friends, and my friends who are like DJs, it got her into the groove. And I was like, okay, this means I stop everything I'm doing and manage this girl because there's no way she's just a teenager, Yeah, so you can get into this industry sometimes alone. You need some help. So I decided to now officially accept the role because those previous times I was an assistant.
Yeah.
I was really, it was never that serious. But
So
now
you-
it is. Now it is.
So your sister is more of also an artist.
She is an artist. She's a DJ. She's called Akuku the DJ. Actually, she just has a mix. I think I haven't
Okay.
uploaded it. That's why you haven't seen it. I haven't put it on WhatsApp, but we just did a mix.
Oh.
Yeah, that's one of the projects I just finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now that you're a fashion entrepreneur, how do you feel when you meet people who wamevaa nguo ndio wavae?
I don't judge. I don't judge.
Okay.
Until you come to me and say you want help. I'll be honest now. Because if you're coming to me because you want help, now I'll be honest. Yeah. But otherwise, I'd look at you. I'd see what I could change. Of course, I live like that. That's in my brain. Nikiwa kwa barabara or like niko kwa matatu and I enter there and I see people and I'm just like, anaweza change. Kuna kitu tunaweza badilisha hapo. But I don't say it. But with my friends, I'm very, very, very open. I'm like, nah, you're not going outside like that. With my family, they know better. They also don't let me go outside like that. So it's strangers I don't touch because not my monkey, not my circus.
Yeah.
TV, I judge. I judge seriously.
Why?
Artists, videos, I judge seriously. As if I could do better. But I judge seriously anyway. That's how I feel. It's just that, you could have done this. But I don't really feel like it is an ick. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you want help, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Talking about where can people find you? Do you have like a page or a website?
Wow. My official page is Jofita Maua.
Okay.
My podcast page is the Culture Shock podcast. You'll find it just below my official page, Jofita Maua. And I have a store. And the stylist page is called G Fashion Hub.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one on Hustle Sasa, one on Instagram. Mostly right now, I've really ventured into styling artists and styling like just clients specifically. So I haven't really uploaded up like as much stuff, but I do frequently. So for the ones who come on a first come first serve basis, do get stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that you're an artist manager, what do you feel is the, I'll say, dumbest thing you find artists do mostly with their money?
Buy cars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? I mean, buying car is more of a flex.
Not really buying cars, but how do I put it? You get your first million, and the first thing you want to think about is not bringing it back to the work. You know, like let's say we do a gig, and this is my opinion. If we do a gig and we get proceeds, I'm going to take 3/4 of them, I'm going to take them back to the work. And then the quarter, I am Gen Z. I am who I am. Enjoyment is life. So when you put me, especially with my siblings and my friends, like Sherry.
I actually studied your status and I actually DM'd you and I was like, what kind of job do you do? Because you are always.
Nakwanga,
yeah, I know.
That's an artist manager. Sometimes it's mostly groove, but then sometimes you have to put a pause on it, go back to the books, But now when I'm getting money, personally, the first thing I would think about is what did we need last time that we couldn't have this time? Like during a gig, like maybe you needed sound, you needed better lights, so I go back, I write notes, I update inventory, and then I put some money aside. Also, Hustle Sasa has a wallet, in case you guys didn't know. So if you have spending habits like me, I keep my money there, and then now the one that goes into the bank account, into my M-Pesa, all that is just for bills, squandering, blah, blah, blah. But then the work, pesa ya kazi inabaki pesa ya kazi. Okay. Unless it's really, really an emergency, pesa ya kazi yubaki pesa ya kazi. Okay. Yeah.
Which Gen Z is already financially literate. Pesa ya kazi ni ya kazi.
Because we've been given wallets like Hustle Sasa. You'll sell your stuff, you'll get like your proceeds will go there, they'll take their share, of course, like 100 shillings, but your money is still inside there. Okay. So it can still circulate there as much as you want, and that's a business side.
Okay.
That's I don't know about bank accounts, I can't tell you anything. Yeah.
Okay. Talking of, now your transition from a teacher.
That shit was done in teaching practice. Can I curse? That shit was in teaching practice. After that, out.
How did your maybe even family members handle it when you're now transitioning into being an artist manager?
How many minutes do we have? Well, damn, my family. I come from a family of teachers. My grandmother was a teacher. My mom was a teacher. So, as expected, somebody was supposed to pick up the mantle for teaching. So, I was the disappointment that they never saw coming, because I looked like I had shit in order until, again, COVID came and just discombobulated my brain, man. I said, this is not what I want to do. I feel like I'm not fulfilling any purpose. I was just doing it because I was trying to, this is how it was in my brain. I asked myself, what's my purpose for this? Don't tell me that I want to be a teacher and get money and do stuff and help others. That was a lie. That was a lie I sold myself. I sold it to myself from when I was 12, when my mom passed, till 20 something, So when I was in third year, fourth year, I actually journaled. I put down and I was like, bruh, what's your purpose? Because it can't be money. I don't think this is money. You're not a money-oriented person, And eventually I just started breaking it down, and I realized teaching was not for me. But it was in a way that I would have to be a black sheep to do what I wanted to do. Because I'm still a teacher, but in different fields. As you continue getting to know me, you realize I'm still a teacher, but the government, that one, it's not my thing. The systems, the structures, the ethics, I just felt like I was going against everything in teaching. But the money would have been nice, I guess. But nasikia saizi wanapatiwa salary increment ya 36 bob. So I'm on the right side. I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. But my main reason was to mentor baby teenagers, kids. I took it upon doing it for them out of heart, not because of the government will pay me and stuff like that. So I realized Turkey. Kama ni hivyo, si Turkey. Because every time I would get into small squabbles, why are you dressed like that? I'm like, focus. We are here to teach, but I can't do that in a government school. Okay. They're going to fire me. Sharp with my warning letter. I actually got one. Oh. Those are some of the things that pissed me off. Then I just nah, I don't think that was for me. But the kids...
That was back in teaching?
Yeah, that was back in teaching during COVID. Okay. And I was like, the kids are fine. Okay, honest, for me, I loved those kids so much. I loved spending time with them. I liked in class and outside class. I liked knowing who they were outside class, because that is who they were at that time. They were 14, 13, 15, 16. Okay. And I found out they have more to give the world than that structure, that system allows them. Mm-hmm. I mean, sometimes I did illegal shit that I can't say on. But it was nice to get to know them freely. Yeah. So I realized, because of the things I was doing around them, with them, I realized ethic-wise, maybe we should meet on this side. Because now I also mentor teenagers and kids on this side. Okay. Yeah, just doing what I do. This is way
it more
better.
Like a side hustle, or more like what you...
I do it willingly. It's not even a hustle. Okay. Yeah, teaching for me, willingly. Okay. Yeah.
How did you start your... Okay, how much money did you require for you to start your...
I saw that question. 1,000 shillings.
Oh.
Yes.
What did you do? What did you buy?
I wish I could show you the page right now, but I'll show it to you later. Okay. I styled clothes. Okay. Again, I'm a stylist before an entrepreneur. Yeah. I actually do love what I do, and then now I put the money into it later. That's a problem, because I need you guys to teach me how to put the money before the... Please. I styled them. So I called, this is what happened. So we bought them. This is so fun. Me and my best friend decided, you know what? We're going to start this thing. So we went to thrift, because I always love thrifting. And she was like, obviously, let's thrift. Shopping is fun. So we went and bought so many things, like skirts and cardigans and nice stuff that I had in my closet, because I have a lot of things. When I'm stressed, depressed, hungry, I shop. So I have a lot of things. So I took one of the closets that I had never, ever... Yeah, so I styled it up, paired it up, wardrobe it up, everything. And then I was working in a studio before that. I've always been in a studio, by the way. Before we start this thing, after campus, I went into the studio directly. I don't know, maybe it's just the universe pushed me there, because I found myself there randomly, sorry. Okay. And it was me, my best friend, and a couple of friends who had also decided to come into the studio to do the thing together. So together as a unit, there was the wardrobe side, the production side, director side, photographer. It was a lot of things. So it was us working with the videographer, and we were like, so this is what we want to do. And you see these transitions you guys do nowadays for like makeup and stuff like that. Been there, done that. I did it so early on. I was doing it for the clothes to try and show a new way of showcasing clothes at that time. And that's how I started. It was 1,000 shillings, a nice wardrobe. And I think I sold everything. But suddenly kunywa pesa. I was like 923. Ayo pesa nilikunywa. Hata sta regret. Alafu yenye ikabaki nikaenda nikafanya graduation ingine safi. Because I was graduating from campus after that. So it's like I was saving up for that. And then it actually showed me I could do it. So I did the first batch of outfits I bought was solely it was 1,000 shillings, but that 1,000 shilling came back with a lot of returns.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't expect it to go like that, guys.
Oh.
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So far what has been your biggest challenge, or maybe
can you believe it when I say finances?
Okay.
I do not. Okay, I know. Okay, I have. Luckily, in this generation, there's AI, there's apps, there's inventory apps, and there's stuff like that. But if you told me to sit down and put like a disciplined, structured ushanipoteza jamani. So I think it's a very big challenge that I'm still trying to work on. As I said, I'm now trying to work with Hustle Sasa. Okay. Yeah, I put all my stuff there, work money, like especially the money that I need for work. I try and keep it very separate from what I use because I don't know how to balance the two. Also, there's a time Just Ivy said that you need to work on your relationship with money. Yeah. And my relationship is bad. Okay. I'm working on it.
Good thing you know about it.
I even wrote notes down to ask myself what is the problem, and I think it's childhood. Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't really I didn't know much about saving. I never had a savings account. I never really budgeted. I grew up in a place where it was very hard to ask for the money, and every time you were given money, it was just to be used, like at that time. It was never like, oh, you need to save for. So I never saved. I don't know how to save. Okay. And also, I have the excitement of having money anytime it's around me. So my relationship with money is it's a shit show. If I be honest, I need help. Guys, this is a call for help. Wink, wink. Wink maratatu, by the way, I need desperation. But I'm trying. I have a couple of people in the team who try and make sure we are trying to overcome that setback right now. Yeah. Okay.
What has been your biggest challenge so far when working with an artist, or maybe, what is that one incident you found? It was almost crushing you.
Crashing?
Yeah. Or you're never crushed. A Gen Z is never crushed.
Let's think about it. No, as in my previous gig. Okay. If anything crushed me, that crushed me. I actually recorded myself on TikTok crying.
What? What happened?
So we were supposed to have a recording, and I'll show you the stuff. You'll see the number of people. The number of people who were supposed to record were 5. Not record, the people who were supposed to be in attendance. It was a residential. It was very private, invite only. And I don't know if you saw me post it and stuff. And I was really putting 10 slots of it only. Bruh, tell me how. In that house, I had like 30 people. And all of them, some of them actually, none of them mtu anashukanga hivi gari kama ameanguka. Like walikuwa wamekuja kama wame pre-game. It was the crowd control situation. I think that was just mostly, yes, it crushed me, but it was teaching me that I can't handle everything alone. Because when I thought about it, I thought, oh, it's just 10 people, I can do it. I did not preempt having to handle crowds. Like that 30 people is a lot of people. 30 drunk people, that's crazy. I didn't think about that. So it got to a time when I was dealing with the drunk, dealing with the caretaker, dealing with the sound that's not sounding, and I'm alone. And normally we have people to help us with that, like in Cueva. But then this time they were all in different places. Like all of us were busy. So all of us had to deal with our own shoes, like shit shoes. And I crashed again and rebooted. I was like, okay, this is not working. Okay, let me go back. This is not working. Let me go back. Eventually, I just cried it out. Went into the bathroom, just did the, and then my best friend came and picked me up. Funny thing is, my best friend has never really, she's always there. Somewhere lurking in there. As a best friend, she's not only a best friend, but I think we've come to a place where now we're now workmates. So she could tell I was crashing. Okay. And I was really crashing. She was like, okay, let's start with this. Do you want to sort bills first? Do you want to sort how people are going to drink first? Do you want to sort sound first? I'm like, okay, you just handle anything because right now I'm crashing. So like with the help of her, I rebooted, but I was down. I was like, I didn't expect all these people, and the money that that's supposed to be coming in from all is not even, the math is not mathing. I was supposed to get drinks. Of course, the drinks are going to stress me out. I was sober. That's not how an event should be. So in my head, I was like, this is not what I expected. And the problem is, it's not what I expected. Yeah, that was the problem. I should have never expected anything. If you do events, or you managing, actually expect the worst. That's just my take. And we got there like very late. Okay, we got there early, but the place to be open took me like a whole hour. So I panicked an hour before we even started and then threw the whole cake. And I was like, damn, I thought I'm good at this. I don't think I am good at this yet. I'm still learning. Okay. Yeah, being an artist manager and a project manager is not for the weak. Okay. Actually, kudos to the ones who do it without crying, because me, I cry. I actually kept on asking myself, does Beyonce cry? Because that time it was during Cowboy Cat. I was like, if she can pull that, I'm sure she cries. Because there is no way. So I crashed and I rebooted and I continued. But it was good. It went so good. After that, we had an after party, got drunk, I twerked the whole night. Life was beautiful. Got paid. And then I forgot I was sad. Oh, okay. Yeah, money always does the thing. So I think I crashed, but I rebooted.
Okay, we need some subjects, guys. Okay, what is that one now? Success.
One?
Yeah.
Successful.
An event which was very successful, and you're like, I mean.
Oh, very successful. Let's see. There's a time I crashed again. This was my first. This was like not my first, but it was my first. The one that I get into that place and I realized, damn, I have to figure out these things alone. Back then I was still in Mujinga. And we had a gig. And we were supposed to do it outdoors in the garden. And then it rained. And then the whole of Ngong Road, stima ikapotea. Ilipotea asubuhi. Like, you see when you wake up, good morning, lights went. And they decided they're not going to come back. So, like, I panicked first, like, the whole 3 hours. I don't know how to help myself with this, but my therapist is going to come through eventually. She has to. I panicked for 3 hours, and I said, now let me go to the venue. Because ishafanyika. It was just a walking distance from Apo Muringa, Apo Kilimani. I walked from the house to the place. And I was like, okay, let's try and clean things, change the setup from things outside to things inside. At that time, I'm still an admin, like an assistant. And in my head, I'm like, I don't think I should be making decisions because where is the head? The panic was now just intense. Like, I'm sure even she was panicking because, I think now I get it. But I was calling and I'm like, brother, why are you not like answering? We've gotten to the venue is not even washed. Like, nothing was done. The weather was bad and there were no lights. The guys were supposed to bring sound. I think they came relatively in time. But then that's the day I realized, oh, now I have to do this. Like, I'm a big girl, so there's no crying. Like, I have to do this thing by myself. So I just decided, a friend of mine pulled through. Okay, not a friend. The friend was doing sound, but we're still friends. Uzuri creative. You guys are just like friends the whole time. So he came in and he was like, "Sir, mnalia juu." Like, akakuja na konyagi mse. But your shots. Tukasema, we will work with what is there. So we just started cleaning up. We called the guys the janitors. They realized they were also fucking us over because they were very late. They were very, very late. And I was like, okay, you guys just come clean. We'll try and figure out a way to deal with the fact that the logs were wet because it was outside. So it had to be dragged back inside. Mm-hmm. All the setups and the venues that were in my head when I was again expecting it to go good, all of them tatters. So we had to start from scratch again. That time it's around June 10, 11. The gig was supposed to start around June 1. It's June 2. I was just like, there's nobody to do ticketing. The guys for vending are not yet arrived. And I was like, sour. So I sat down. I just slowly started talking to the ones who were supposed to fix the sound. They said it's okay. They have it covered. I started talking to the artists who were supposed to arrive. They said they were still on their way. They're preparing. I told them, I started telling people there's no light. So you guys don't come here with a lot of expectations. It's now we just pray for these lights to come back. So the whole morning time, tulikuwa tunakata konyagi tukijaribu kufanya deko pole pole tukisikiza BT because there's no sound. And there's no sound, there's no event. There's no event without sound, let's be honest. So we were just and by 12 or 1, steamers karudi. The moment steamers ilirudi, the vendors came, everything just started aligning itself really nicely. And then now all I was left or tasked with is having artists line up, calling up people, greeting the guys who are coming in, showing them to the office. And I realized I was doing everything at that time by myself. That's when it dawned on me. So I was like, damn, I actually can do this thing. When I looked at after, I was like, hey, msichana mkubwa. If they only knew what I did today. But I feel like it was nice for my boss at that time to let me experience that because I needed it. At first I panicked. I actually felt like I was alone. Oh my God, people hate me. Until I realized, this is going to happen again and again. And so you have to get used to it. So by the time tulikuwa tunafika jioni, DJs had played. Guys who are doing their plays, the poetry, everything. Things were just looking nice. Guys were set. They were on, eating, drinking. I was like, And then event in Asia, so people have to sit down.
Yeah.
I found out I was alone again. So I finished everything. Guys finished. I had to make sure people took their stuff, sat down with that, lights, all that stuff. And then I think my friends waited for me because they were like, you know what? We'll go take the car, come pick you up because there's no way you're going to suffer like this. You deserve to be picked up in a car. I was like, thank you. So they went. During that time, I was just finishing up. And I sat down. I think I was outside the gate or somewhere. After everybody had left and I locked the gates. Because I remember I'm the first person who opened those gates. So when I locked them, I said, damn! I was so proud of myself. I was so proud. I was like, nobody can tell me anything. And that was not even a crowd of 30 and nimeshinda hapa nikipanic. That was a lot of people. So I was happy. It was an anniversary gig. Okay. Yes. And it was nice to feel like I could do that because it's something I've always wanted to do. But now I was no longer an assistant. Now I actually was. You can't even hide under a tag there. Everybody's like, Maua. Hey. I'm like, After that, in Likunya, of course. Siku ikaisha, but nikasema, I'll remember that one. One for the books. It was nice. Okay. It was very nice, yeah.
Were you being paid? Were you employed at that place?
There was an arrangement for me to be paid. Mm-hmm. Okay, how do I put it? Let me try and put this in the best way possible. First of all, I would call the first year of what I did an internship. Because honestly speaking, nilikuwa nimetoka sides za tech, nataka kuingia hii industry, and I was really looking for an avenue. Mm-hmm. So when I met with this particular person, and we met in the same side, it was like fate, I want to help you, right? I came. And I'm seeing you're going through a lot. And I'm trying to quit what I'm doing. So I want something to clinch onto. So I don't like being unemployed. I don't like that term. I'd rather just do things, I was like, since I want to quit here, and I've decided I want to quit here. Because me, tech, corporate, do anything, anyone that you call it, that I see tech, education, hospital, whatever, I don't like it. I don't like having to be under someone. Yeah. Unless it's the other hand. I don't like it. So I was just like, damn, you know what? Let me go and psych her up, help her out because she was alone. And I was like, you know what? We can do a lot in a year and then now we can think about my contract. But right now, I'm trying to get back into studio because remember, I finished school, used all my money for sherehe after graduation, and then I had to go back to being employed. And then like I was going through a lot. I had moved out. So like I had to quit that job and I needed something that would try and sustain me. So let's say I was getting a few chums here and there for being an intern, but I wouldn't really say that I was employed. Like there was no contract, there was nothing. I was helping. Yes. I was people pleasing, but I was helping. I was trying to help until I realized I had overhelped,
Okay.
Because doing that gig, whatever I told you right now, that would have deserved some heavy amount of money.
Yeah.
But because I was trying to just get into the thing, it was okay. I didn't mind. I think I was being paid by exposure. Yeah. That was the first year. And then the second year, I decided, you know what? Since I have helped enough, let me try and endeavor to do other things that I love. And I went back into being a stylist.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I was doing the admin work, I was really not styling anybody. I was just still trying to get my head there. I'm just from corporate. I'm like, damn. I felt like I was lost. So like in the second year, I had gotten some bearing, went back to G Fashion Hub. With the artists that I had met during the work I was doing, they really psyched me up and they told me to get back in it. So by the time I realized I was styling guys for wine, what's it called? Wine down. The wine down. There's like different affairs. The wine down, blankets. I think the first one I ever did was Carnival with Le Mushrooms and Deepa and Shiki. That was also a very scary day, but I loved it. So I think when I was sure I was done with the admin part, I went back to being a stylist. I just wanted to know. I could do it. Okay. That was the thing.
Okay.
But I also wanted to know I could do it with people with structure. I was learning at that time. Mm-hmm. So I decided, you know what? If I'm going to come back to this studio thing again, acha nisirudi hivyo. Acha nisirudi na hizo tabia za people pleasing tendencies. Acha nirudi kama niko job. Yeah, because again, it was fucking with my accounts. And money is key. I was doing a lot, but I don't think I was getting a lot of return. And I also wasn't communicating effectively. And the time when I stood up for myself, it became chaotic. And it was just like, nah, let me just go back to doing what I do by myself, like solo. Yeah.
Okay.
But before I left, I did so many gigs. Actually, all of them were nice. All of them were nice for me.
But for free?
I would... Honestly, fair doesn't count. Let's be honest. Like, it doesn't count. So let's just call it for free. Because the rate cards I have right now, I should have had them 3 years ago, man.
Yeah, that was actually my next section. Well, how do you make money? Is it through commissions? Is it through...
With what? Especially? As an artist,
as an
manager.
Manager.
Yeah, I make them through commissions. My sister has a rate card. We created the rate card specifically for that part so that we don't, how do I say it? We don't start asking each other. Like, for example, you're supposed to get 20K and I'm supposed to get like, am I supposed to tell you an estimate?
Yeah.
Like a 30.
Yeah.
Before I send her or I send it to the account, I'll take my 30. Okay. And she knows, like, she doesn't really, she's seen how much I worked.
Okay.
So sometimes I decide the percentage I'm getting. Being a manager is fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are different types of artists. There are those who have been in the industry for so long. There are those who are just starting. There are those who... Yeah. How do you now rate them?
Most of the ones I'm working with... no. I've actually worked with Shiki and she's been in the industry for 10 years. Shout out to Shiki. How do I gauge them? It's mostly personal. Okay. Like as a manager, I don't even manage so many artists.
Okay.
Yeah, I really try to not. Okay. Because already working with my sister has taken like 6 months of my time.
Okay.
Not complaining, but it's work. Yeah. So I try to keep it on a minimum of like 2 artists, 3. Okay, maybe I'm lying, 4. Yeah, because I could be managing this one when it comes to like the gig. Okay. The next one is like outfits. The next one is... So I try and I know what you guys are doing. Like I have a specific clientele. So I know what are you guys doing for the next quarter so that I can panga myself better. So that I also know how to charge you. Because if you look like you're going to make my life in Kimbize, then it has to make sense. The ones who I know, I'm just going to tell them probably for like a blanket that's on 28th. Yeah. Yeah. huyo anapewa tu fixed standard card rate, aniambie mapema to deal na yeye haraka lakini kuna mtu atakwambia okay, so I have a gig on 28th and 30th and I have a shoot. I'm like, first of all, if you tell me early, I'm going to charge you a bit kidogo. If you tell me late, there's a problem. That's just a warning. As a stylist, please contact me a bit early.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's easier. But it depends. Sometimes it's my natural relationship with the people. If I do not know you as much, then I'm going to treat you with a bit of structure, give you a rate card, explain to you the services. If I know you, I know your closet, and you're wasting my damn time, it's different. Like, being a stylist is like a relationship.
Okay.
Like, I'm your friend now officially because I know how you dress from head to toe, to inner, to outer.
Yeah.
I've seen you on dates. I've seen you in stage, in your worst, when you have bad hair days. So, sometimes it's just a relationship that grows.
Okay. So,
But if you're disturbing me, I'll add. I don't like jokes, by the way. We agree on an outfit and then the next day you're like, hey, I'll look at you, but then just know, pale kwa quotation kuna panda. No pressure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your biggest challenge when managing money for artists? Or you don't do that?
For artists?
Yeah.
The only one I think I could be managing right now is a kuku.
Okay.
And I really try to just keep the money there away. Like, if we have the pay dates, pay things, we do the calculation there. You take your money. I don't want to manage people's money. I actually encourage her to have a place where she can be putting, she can tell me to be putting it aside. Because I do that for myself. Because I really need it. So for her, I tell her, if you want me to manage your money, it's going to be a little bit tricky, but sometimes I just put it in my bank account. Because I told you I don't use the account.
Okay.
So sometimes it's easier there. I separate.
So you right now like only manage for your sister?
I don't manage the others.
Okay.
My sisters and mines.
Okay. Are there some projects which you refused maybe because they were trying to underpay you? Or
So many. So many.
Why? Is there a misconception
Actually,
about it?
Last year, I would give out my rate card and I would be like, just for you to consult me, you need to pay. You just don't come to me and tell me, I have a gig and this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
First of all, hold up. So it would take... People don't really think a stylist does work. Some people have just told me, all you do is shop.
Okay.
Like, okay, if you want to put it in a nice way, all I do is shop. But then there's a lot of work that comes there. So every time we are having a conversation with someone prior, like when we are like, talking delivery, and I hear how you... I'm like, nah.
Okay.
Yeah, and there are others I only work with them once, and I'm like, I'll see you, obviously, definitely. This industry is small, but never am I working with you again. So it happens. Like, some people undermine you, some people don't pay you on time. We are creatives. It happens all the time.
Okay. Now you have a finance entrepreneur. And you not a finance, a fashion.
At least umeshadieka hapo kwa finance. Kuna hope.
And an artist. Are there sometimes when this money has to finance this other project? What are some of those incidents?
When I have an impromptu gig.
Okay.
And the client has already paid, and I have... Sometimes I feel so ashamed for saying this, but sometimes I hurumia these people and I charge them kiasi. Okay. So I cover up like whatever is spending with my own money. Okay. So sometimes maybe I'm from a gig, they paid me nicely. I'm thinking about the money I'm supposed to go and eat, burgers. Nisha plan. And then I realized I have a gig the next day. And then I'm doing my accounting and I'm realizing sina fare. Small things like, or I'll need to add to fare because cab fare, it may change. There's just impromptu things. So I just... Ayomba kidogo. Then eventually I'll return, but I don't return. But ayomba, like, I have to borrow because sometimes I'll be a stylist this day and tomorrow I have a gig. Okay. So those two things cannot unbutton together. Something must just borrow from the other.
Okay. How long have you been in the game?
Which game?
Okay. I'm asking that so that I know how long have you been building your brand?
Oh,
Yeah.
2020.
Okay. Are there times when you
2021. Yeah, maybe 6 years.
Oh, wow.
It shocked me too. What? That's nearly 10 years. Crazy. Because I started as a podcaster for fun in the studio. And then I ended up doing the fashion. And then I ended up going to work, but then I didn't like work. So I would always run away from the company and go to Muringa to work in the garden. I'd carry my laptop, run to the studio in Muringa, work in the garden. Because it was an open space. Everybody was allowed. As long as you're a creative, you're allowed. I was like, I think when I think about it, it's like 6-7 years. Hata saa yenye sikukuwa nilikuwa. I was low-key building it without building it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there times when you were very broke and you had to show up for your brand?
Yeah, every day. What do you mean? We are all broke. Okay, maybe we are not all broke.
Oh, we are not. We are not the same.
But I'm endeavoring to leave this bracket.
Okay.
Soon.
Oh, and you look like you're very established.
Thank you. I think it's having a solid goal and structure for what you do, money aside. Maybe that's why it comes off sometimes. I know many of us outside here, we are broke. But then if you're rich in your mentality and you're rich in your goals and you're rich in and you are okay to saying, here, by the way, I'm a fuck up, Like me, I wouldn't even lie. I'm broke because of my own problems. Shida za kujitakia. Like, I'm not even going to lie. And I know there are very many people like me. But then there's no reason I'd spend it beating myself over. I think I did it, and that's the reason it took time for me to go back to my stall, just update it. And the last things I did update were my, the sunglasses. And it felt bad that I still couldn't manage to manage money. It's been nearly 10 years. How can I not? And then I remembered in class 4, I told my mother, I don't like math. The power of the tongue. So yeah. So it's like I manage being rich. Okay, not being rich, being stable and being broke at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. At the same, I just have to be smart at it. Kitambo, I was very broke. Now I'm better.
Okay.
Now I'm broke. Bougie. That's why it looks like I'm trying to have my shit in order. But I guess it comes with growth.
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't the best of the best when it came to like managing finances, but I am way better right now. Okay. And that's why it looks like I'm a bit established right now. Okay. And I'm established, just not right. I have access to the amenities, the resources, the communities. But if I told you if whether that's generating into ink, I'd be lying. Okay. Yeah. Tunajua wasanii aliponge vizuri, tuache kudanganyana. Ni ukweli.
For real?
Yeah. Hey, mapeni. Honestly, it's a journey. First of all, that's why I said don't go into that route looking for money. I knew I had an option of looking for money only. Because again, with a degree, nice background, very eloquently spoken, blah blah blah, all that thing. You can get anywhere in corporate nicely. It's okay. But the trauma that comes there, hey, you just sacrificed the money, my friend. I think I just sacrificed the money, so I accepted. Broke is just a mentality. I don't think I'm broke, but I'm not where I would be if I was teaching, Like, yeah, I'd have a home.
Are you sure?
I don't think so. I think I'd have already myself. Hey, me, I can't. I was just very opposite growing up. So it was okay to just accept my path as a creative. And then being a creative is something I started for fun, I did it, this whole talking, journalism. I did it because I could from when I was a kid. You see, again, let me rephrase. See, the Beyonce is grooming the baby. Yeah. That's how my mom was with me till like she passed. So I was very good at so many things. But now, for what? So I had to pick something that I like. Okay. And I think this is something that I like. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, my parents, it's not parents, but my grandparents, no, would not advocate, guys. In fact, when you want to do that, start with running away first. But they're trying, they're changing, because I can see right now, the younger ones, it's easier for them to like get into this thing, to say they want to DJ, to say they want to be there, say they want music.
So you like broke the generation
I think
classes.
I did. Hey, but it was bad. Hey, it was even excommunication. Maneno was say, tough times never last. But I'm back anyway. They love me regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you just need to stick to what you do.
Okay.
That's all. Sometimes I don't stick to it. But I try. Also, the discipline, considering you're talking, the podcast was mostly about finances, I realized you can't keep jumping like from one thing to another.
Yeah.
And I have this tendency of not being fixated as an air sign. I have bad manners, so I'm trying to be grounded. So I'm trying to be very, very intentional with this whole journey with my sister currently. And maybe with building her, it might build me. So that's where I am mentally. I'm not broke as I was before because she's getting gigs and I'm getting money. You know, a win is a win. Yeah.
Okay, I need to meet your sister.
You should. She's somewhere. So I think she's in the studio. I actually would have come with her, but I was also doing the math for getting here and I don't know the place and timings and stuff, but we could come back again.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe you'd ask her these questions and I'd be like, she doesn't even pay me. Yeah.
Okay. With your two businesses, was there a time when there was a financial crunch until you had to take like loans or maybe debts to make your business or your business going?
Nikwambia ukweli. I think I'm traumatized from debts. I've never taken a debt. I don't even know these loan app things. Like the Tala branch.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm bougie. I'm just too traumatized. So I don't take, like when I see things are not working at that time, I'm going to say, out of stock. I think you should go to my page and look at it in Hustle. Out of stock. I go back to the drawing board. I re-strategize. I don't know how to borrow. Unless somebody actually came and like told me, Shika, like out of grace, or take this and then I'll give you, like we make an exchange. Yeah, don't make it be a loan. Like I need to pay up because no, it's too PTSD-ish for me. Yeah, so I don't do loans at all.
Okay.
It's not A in a good way. I don't want to give you the trauma part, but it's not A in a good way. So I really avoid. I also don't. I grew up really scared of every time I got help, it felt like I had to do something in return. And this is just because of growing up. So I felt like, you know what? I can't do that all through my childhood and do that like right now. So right now, if it's not working, I'll go and sleep. I'll go sleep. I tell people, why are you not coming? I don't have money. Why is your shop empty? I don't lie. And it's not like I don't have. It's like I'm looking for it. Don't just know by next week you will see me in town. You will see me in town. But also having gigs, especially two, running alongside, is kind of helpful. Because this week I'll have like maybe 2 clients talking to me about how they want fits and outfits and stuff like that. That means the money has already arrived. It has just not arrived at my doorstep. So I don't think I face the having to borrow as much. This other side, I have a bank. You know, when there's this meme that says, when you have no option, for guys, when you have no option, like when you're so rich, of which I'm not saying this person is rich, but you can afford to fund your girlfriend's business that's running on losses.
Yeah, I saw that video.
I think luckily that Nyota found me. So when I'm really, really, really in need, when I'm about to feel like I'm about to borrow or copper, I just go to this one specific person and I'm like, babes, I can't. You know if I'm telling you that it means I cannot, so I'm there. I mean, I'm lucky. Let's say, not everybody is like me, so they would afford to take loans and deal with that whole process. But I'm somehow privileged when it comes to that. Yeah. And it's something I really denounced from the word go. Even in Campo, I never took loans. Those help things. I vividly remember my uncle just did. I'm telling you, the trauma is big. That thing for the loan, hell, niliona tu mbele ya uso yangu bana. Nasema tu hii wezi. Na usikuja hapa kutuitisha hizo documents atukupe. I was like, damn, okay. So from back then when I was a kid, even before that, like with my home family stuff, zimenifanya tu nikasema mimi na deni siwezi. Siwezi. I'm scared.
Okay.
Na sifukuzwi nje ya nyumba. I don't think I've gotten there yet. But the ones who are going through it, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Damn. Are you going through it?
No.
You don't borrow?
No.
Never borrow. Okay, this is a finance place, so I should tell people to borrow in case they get it. But do not. Financial literacy 101. Do not borrow. Unless it's Fuliza. But do not borrow. I borrow from Fuliza. Is that an any? Can we put that one somewhere? No? Okay.
Yes and no.
That's the only place I actually am active with borrowing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You talked of your uncle.
Yeah.
You talked of your mom and your grandpa, and yeah. So what are some of the money principles you knew back then, and you know that they don't work right now?
Hey. Money
Yeah.
principles.
Yeah.
Did we even have any? I was always so scared of like even talking about money at home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't. I'm also not trying to be mean to my family.
Okay.
I'm really not trying to be mean to my family, but I feel like we were more focused on go to school, read books. This is what you need to do. This is where, if you do this, my money will come. So in my head, I was never really thinking about the money. I thought it would come.
Okay.
I thought all I had to do was just be an A student, you know. And I was really focusing on that part. And our families also rarely spoke about it. And when they spoke about money, it was, there is lack, there is insufficient.
Yeah.
You should know how to ask.
Yeah.
Every time you ask, unaona venye unapiganga mzazi unamwambia, aki sina pesa ya, unasikia tu. Yeah, that was like my relationship with dealing with money most of the time. And then I would see it was there sometimes. Actually, sometimes it was there in surplus. I was like, can we do all of this? I thought we are broke. But we can. But now you're not supposed to speak about it. So I never really spoke about it. And it was the same now growing up. My family doesn't know how I earn my money. If they think I'm stripping, I wish I was though. Ngekuwa mbali. Morals. Anyway, if we ever go to a situation where we talk about money, we don't talk about money. We really avoid finances. So like right now, it's a conversation we have maybe with my sisters. Yeah. Because that one, imeenda. Uko hata sikuwa najua savings ni nini. Honestly, I was just living. I was just existing. I think I would have had better structure, but it was already unstructured. So I just had to get through that part and then come and learn all these things as I grew up.
Okay.
Yeah. But they had money.
Okay.
We own a school. I think people in our family are fine. It's just, I also, as I said, I don't like borrowing. I think because of all the times when I would try and express a need, it would come back with a lot of, I don't want to call those names that people always call every time. They're gaslighting the one, but it'd come back with a lot of, you should be grateful that you're not out in the streets because it could be worse. So every time I think I'd be reminded of, oh my God, it could be worse. So that's why I don't even, I just focus on what's there because it could be worse until I grew up and I realized you can ask, guys. You can ask for money. But not take loans. But you can ask for money. It's so nice to ask for money, guys. Nimelan. Hiyo ndo nimelan. I think sijui nililan nini but wamenifundisha naweza itisha pesa. Sikuwa naitisha hiyo time. Sikuwa nataka kuwa burden.
Okay.
I think very many of us didn't want to do that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, now that you know you're financially literate.
A bit. Shout out to Ivy.
Oh, just Ivy.
Amenitoa mbali. Back then in over 25, I had to.
Okay.
I think there are actually some of the people who actually helped me grow.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I had to realize you have to have a money mindset. You have to be positive about it. You can't live in lack. And that's why when you say things like, I look like I'm established. Because I don't live in lack. Like I don't live in a point of neediness. I don't think I do live like that.
Yeah.
I'm never, should I call it broke? I am broke, but I'm never broke. Yeah, it's a day at a time. I think I learned that because I was really chasing. I was chasing a lot as a teenager and post-teen, there around 21, 22, 23. I was really, really, really chasing. I just wanted to be better. And then I was like, at what? I wanted to be rich. Why? I was like, So I think it changed. I grew up knowing we need money. We need money to survive. We can't, in this endeavor to have money. Oh, my whole life was just money. How am I going to get that money? And that's what I'm trying to also desensitize from my sister. It's like, you can't be thinking about money all the time, bro. Yeah, it's very, it will waste a lot of your potential. Like 99% of the things I've done, all the projects I've done, honestly, money came like third or second. Most of it was like, did I journal this down? Is this something I want to do? Do I have an output apart from money? Like, why am I doing this shit? So I come from structure. But then Kitambo used to be like, I want money. And then I'd get it. And then engage her. And then I'd get more money. And then engage her. And then I'd get more money. It was so tiring. So I got tired of even chasing the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What does now that you're not chasing money as such, what does financial freedom look like for you? Is it a big house? Is it you having a studio space? Is it you having a 10-acre and...
Financial freedom is me styling all my friends on no budget.
Okay.
And calling them in a gig by me.
Okay.
All expenses paid. That's financial freedom.
Oh, wow.
I think that's financial freedom.
Okay.
Like just building closets for my friends as gifts. Just sitting down, bantering and bonding and listening to nice music without having to think about what about tomorrow, what do we have to do, what, because as long as I'm always thinking about what about tomorrow, what do I have to do, what's on my list, I need no list to feel like financial freedom has located me.
Okay.
But that means I have to go back to finances. So yeah, guys, it's not like I don't like money. I like money. I like it. Thanks. To see msiandike hapo chini does I love money. I do. I just want a better way of learning to structure.
Okay.
So if you have a booklet, send me. If you have an exercise or a therapist for finances, send me. Yeah. But my general relationship and financial freedom, it comes from seeing the people around me also at ease. Okay. Yeah, for me, it's mostly community based. It's not really... I've been in big houses. Nah, would not recommend. Should have seen there. Nah.
Okay.
Unless the big house had my friends inside it, and then we weren't paying.
Okay.
Yeah. Would recommend, especially my girls. That's financial freedom. Yeah.
Okay. It seems like you have a very strong community of friends.
I do. Once my family started making me feel like I needed to find a new family. I had to. You had to. You have to do what you have to do. So most of the things I've done because of my friends, and my friends became family. So yeah.
Do you feel like they influence your money moves in one way or another?
Especially the elderly, the friends, the ones who are like, right now I'm like pushing 30s. So the ones who have already pushed, they are there. Hey, pressure. Have you gotten your card? I'm just a girl. But they try and push me. Because if I was home, I wouldn't really deal with all these things like bank account card. I never had a bank account. I was just living. Yeah, but being around other people and other mindsets and other frames, other individuals, also with different backgrounds. Like some of them have learned how to save. They know how to do math well. So it's nice to learn from them. They know it's nice to learn, and it also shapes me in a very nice way. I can't complain. And there's also the other side. There's the ones who just take. So it's for me to know at what point does it stop being beneficial, and where am I just getting ripped? Where is just my account reading sent, never receive? Yeah.
Okay. What is your advice to a young creative who is kinda mostly in a position you were a few years ago, By that I mean when you're trying to figure out your path or route and your family was not supporting you in that way. What is that one advice you can give?
Support is important. Support is important, and most especially emotional support.
Okay.
And I don't know about somebody else, but if it's coming from the younger me, the one who's 20, because right now I think I'm okay. Right now it's like 28, 27. I can tell that 20-year-old it ceases being like, don't even, if you start thinking about money, you're losing the plot. I don't know how to say that in a good way. I really don't know how to say that in a good way. Okay. If you start chasing the money, you're losing the plot. And also, it's nice to be a little bit disciplined with the little you have right at that time, because you can't be aiming for 10 G's when you don't even know how to take care of 200 bob. 200 bob can last you for 2 days, guys. I've learned 2 days, 200 bob. So, like, I would tell her, I would tell the younger version of whatever this has become to relax, to breathe, to take it easy, to experience, to go through the experience. You have to go through the experience. Like, whether money finds you in the middle, behind, in front, go through the experience. Actually, you might find friends with money, and that's how you get money. Or you might find workmates who know people with money. So, like, you can't do it alone. I don't think you can do it alone. And that's why I'm doing whatever I'm doing right now with my sister. Because I did majority of the things I did alone. Again, as I said, support is very important. But then sometimes kama support hakuna, amka, endelea. Are they gonna die? I don't know. Some of them need. But take time. Analyze who you are. It took time. I sat down at like 1920. I said, what's my purpose? That took time. That took a year for me to even understand that I like fashion. It took a year, and it was a year of depression. I was like, this is not my life. And then I'm like, how am I going to tell my parents that this is not my life? This is not the life I came. I don't believe I was born into this. I know everybody keeps saying your mom. I'm like, nah. Yeah, cause hata labda ako Neptune saizi anaishi maisha yake vizuri. Si tunangangana na mtu mwenye hata yuko Earth. So at that time, it started, like, realization started dawning on me. And then I realized, what do I want? So you should sit down and tell yourself, what do I like? What don't I like? Do I like? If you like money, don't lie. Don't be like me. I know me, I think I like money, but I have a very weird relationship with it. Yeah, because again, background shapes a lot of what you tell yourself. So I used to tell myself, I don't even need that money. They can stay with it. I'll make my own. Accept help. Just accept help. Whatever help comes, just get the accept. You can't live. You can't live by yourself. It's not. That's how I ended up making friends, because I was always alone. I was alone in school when I did the styling thing I was alone. I came up after that. I came home. Home was a shit show for everybody. COVID home was a shit show. So I was like, this is not what I want to do. Went into the studio again. I started staying alone, living alone. Like, I've been alone for a very long time. And I realized if I was with people by then, if I was open, if I was willing to work hand in hand with other people, maybe I'd be far. Maybe I wouldn't, but I don't know. But the younger version of me, she really would have liked being like with people. Like, it's nice. And also, don't be ashamed when you see your friend has been there for 3 years and you just began. Sometimes it's hurtful because you've been there, you've been doing these things, and you're seeing somebody is just coming and rising. Also, remember your background and other people's backgrounds are not the same. So, in case you really want to endeavor in this industry, just know it's not here for money. They are lying to you. The money, it comes when you create it, and you create it with a mindset, and you create it with a structure, and you create it with some discipline. And there is no effing way you will go to gigs from Monday to Saturday and still expect that you're going to have your own gig and it's going to be very productive. You have to sacrifice, unless you're going there for backbenching. It's called backbenching, to look at how things are done, stuff like that. But you also can't give a lot, because in this, for me, giving has also kind of ripped me from a couple of things. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying learn to have boundaries, because the industry, it really looks for the ones who look confused.
What?
Yes, if you look confused, hey, they'll show you the way. You can be a productions assistant. Yeah, you can. You can be a runner. You can. Yeah, you can. Unaweza, you know. They give you jobs. If you don't have a job, they will pay you with exposure. Also, learn how to know basics. Know what a rate card is. I don't know much about math, inventory, finances, but please, just know basics. Go to Pinterest. Learn. It is. I was lazy. Don't be lazy like me. Go and learn these things. Learn how to do things before the universe teaches you how to force you how to learn. Because now I'm budgeting by force. If I started budgeting in G Fashion Hub in 2021, I would have been way different. And I would have been talking different things. But I can't regret because I guess it was an experience that I needed to. So if I learned and I was practicing these things and I was disciplined with myself by then it was okay. But if I was... I was very, very confused. As I said, I'm flaky. I'm like, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I could try something. Maybe I could just have a vision, have a goal, have a purpose. Otherwise, you're going to go in circles. And that's what I try avoiding for the ones now who are behind me to do. I'm like, if you have, this is your passion, you've said you like Dex. Are you sure you like Dex? You are sure you like Dex? Yeah. That's what you're getting. Like for the next 4 years, that's what you're going to do until you realize... Maybe I would have done... Because also, this world is different and I've done so many things. I've been in so many schools. I've learned different things. Yes, but then when it comes to having a mindset, try and have a fixed mindset. Try and have a gear towards where you... Utabaki in the same place until you realize, damn. And then also never mix your relationships with your work.
Yeah.
Yes. Do not... At any point, ever remove the money in your account to give to a guy. As a guy, do not ever remove the money in your working account, not my guy though, to give to a guy. I think that's what I knew at that time, especially if you could see they were just taking. Because if you're a creative, pesa inaweza kuja, gigs you come. Na kila saa zikikuja, we jua, watu watakuwa on. Wase watakuwa tu wanakungoja. Ati umesema leo ni wapi? Umesema leo ni wapi? And then they'll come, and then they'll always know that after this they're paying her. After this they're paying her. So sometimes, as I said, remember you have friends, but then in this industry, remember you have friends. So you have to learn to separate. That's why when you told me I have a strong friendship circle, I have a friendship circle for work. Okay. I have friends who are creatives all through and through. Actually, in Culture Shock, most of the friends of mine who came into the first episode, the first season, all of them are creatives. Okay. Yeah. And then now I have friends who just vibes banner. Okay. Call you, I'm like, I have a gig, come and dance. Show us, I learned how to put them aside. It kind of helps. And if I did that early on, I think I would have avoided a lot of things. Because the first studio experience I had and the experience I have right now in this studio where I work in, in Cueva, very different. Okay. Hey, very, very, very different. But then it tells me that I was a baby, so I was learning. Also, go through the experience. Don't be scared. Don't listen to a lot of us. 99% of the things you want to do, go and do them. Let me tell you the truth. Me kwanza nimeambiwa vitu na watu nimepewa advice. I do not listen. I am a problem to my own self. So if you're going to be a problem to your own self, you need to know you're also the solution to your own self. So just have some guidelines. Have a mentor. Mm-hmm. I have a mentor, and I had to learn to take a mentor last year. Okay. Yeah, because I was told by my photography teacher, he was just like, you can survive. You don't work like this. You don't have you don't have parents, you don't have family members. You need a mentor. You need something. Mm-hmm. So I have a mentor. And sometimes when I'm feeling like, damn, I just go back to him and I'm like, damn. Leo na imeniramba. Like when I had the crash out, I was like, Leo ilikata. And then he's going to be like, it happens like that. When this happens like that, move like this. It's okay. It's better than feeling alone. Because that's why I say don't be alone. Okay. At least find somebody. Okay. Sidhani unaweza kosa. Okay, unaweza. Unless you're just a wicked witch from the West, you can't miss anybody to help you. I am willing to help, and I help near. I'm good with everybody, so I don't think you can lack anybody to help you. But also be willing to put yourself there. Don't be scared, because me, I'm always scared. I was always scared of being preempted, scared of being judged, scared of looking bad, scared of dropping out. Okay, I didn't drop out. I have my degree. Scared of dropping the teaching to do the other things. So just push push. That's what I would tell the younger me. Continue pushing, because when you get to the front, you realize it was never that serious. The me back then begged, journaled, and prayed for the me that I am right now. So I would tell them to just go with the mission, go with, I wouldn't say God, because everybody has a ladder. Just go in tune with your spirituality. If it tells you, if the universe is telling you quit right now, sometimes it's better to quit early, because every time I went into things and they were not working out, a big part of me, listen to your gut, my loves, you younger ones. If it tells you no, just know it's no because it's no. So every time I would like go through a no, turns out there was something else gaining and merging for me. So I was very quick to be open to experiences. If tech didn't work, I jumped into teaching. If teaching didn't, I also you're in your 20s, guys. You can do everything. I think I've done like 5 professions so far. At 30, I'll try and settle down. But right now, everything. This, done and dusted. Styling, done and dusted. I think I've done digital marketing, done and dusted. Artist manager, done and dusted. You see, it's like, just do things because you want to do them, not because anybody is going to be asking you, how much did you get? Is that thing bringing money? Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes it just messes with your brain, like all through. So for me, I would just advise her to be a little bit quiet, a little bit intentional, and a little bit disciplined. With like all rounded, just don't be too quiet, but be a little bit quiet. Sometimes when you're quiet, you can listen to a lot of things that you should have listened to back then. But then when you have a lot of voices in your head also, it's very hard. So being centered is something that I'm learning from when I was like in mid-20s. I'm learning now, and I should have learned it like back then. Because every time I was told, try a therapist, journal. I was really told all these things. And I was like, Mimi, not yet. I'm a strong soldier. You know, when you're in your younger 20s, you're a strong soldier. You'll just drink it out until I realized you can't drink it out.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just wasting you. So I would advise people to have purpose, be aligned very, very early on. And also, how it's working for your neighbor might not work for you. And that's why I keep telling my sister, your friends are in campus. That's their story. You have your own story. It depends on how your story, like you have the pen, you have the book, you have your story. So wewe ni utajenga yako, au atajenga yao, mtapatana huko mbele. And lucky for you, you have a 4-year gap. She's already learned how, she's handled money. She's handled like people in at work. She's handled. She knows how a contract looks like. I didn't even know how to draft a contract. So I'm really sometimes envious, but I'm happy I'm there to guide her. Yeah. By the time she's where I am right now, I'm sure she's going to be so far. Yeah. So as the younger one in this matter that I am talking about, I think my advice to her has always been to be more intentional with putting her skills and learning and polishing, other than thinking of kwani yangu ifiki, kwani yangu itafika lini, mbona mimi, because this generation is kind of crazy. You're moving with times. Everybody has a store, you have to have a store. Everybody has you have to have a podcast. Everybody is DJing, they have decks. You need decks, you know. I'm like, nah, it was never that serious, guys. So I purposefully would tell people to be in tune with themselves. It helps a lot. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's all I would say. Hizo zingine za sijui, don't be with these friends. Don't be with, I'll have all of them. Even the ones who will teach you. They have taught us. They've taught me, by the way. Pro Max.
Dust.
It's nice dust with glitters. Dust with glitters is kidogo nice. And I also bear no grudges. In this industry, bear no grudges.
Okay. At
all. I mean, unless that person effed you up bad. And when I say bad, I mean bad. It was never that serious. It's all part of the play.
Okay. So,
can't believe I just talked about myself. Damn. Okay. And my favorite color is purple. Just in case you are wondering.
Hey. Guys, that's it for today.
Oh.
I hope you have enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share, and See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye. I have a question.